like today, in which you guys take a big lead early, you get your work in. Obviously, you could pass the ball onto pass the baton onto the bullpen. But for a player like you, how important was it for you to get deeper into this game and to take down 8 innings of work?
今日みたいな、初回に失点して、崩れてもおかしくない試合ですけども、そこで山本さんにとってブルーペン陣につなぐということも選択としてあるんですけど、そういうゲームをきちっと自分で、まとめ上げるっていうのは山本さんにとってどれくらい大切ですか？
初回、球数も少し多くなってしまったんですけど、その裏、逆転、してもらったので、冷静に、1イニングずつ投げていくことに集中して、結果的に球数が少なく、8回までいけたのですごく良かったなとは思います。
Because I allowed the first run of the game, but after that, I was just stay composed and then kept my pitch count low, and then that was good things. I was able to go through the 8th inning.
What did you find just about navigating through their lineup and how you were able to be so effective?
So what about?
Just to be so efficient, what you found about navigating through their lineup?
効率的にあれだけ投げることっていうのはできたっていうのはどこに要因があったと思いますか？
点差もあったので、しっかりストライクゾーンに投げていくことを意識していけたのが良かったなと、思います。
Because I was given that the big lead, because a lot of around support today, so I was focusing on executing my pitches one at a time.
What was it like watching that bottom of the first inning, and at what point during that inning you realized you had to keep staying warm, keep throwing?
Keep what?
Staying warm and keep throwing into the dugout in the bottom of the first.
Between the first and second inning?
Yeah.
1回と2回ちょっと点が多く入って時間がかかった間が空いたんですけども、そこはどういうふうにして集中力とか体コンディションを保ちましたか？
一度、中のケージのところに行って、もう一回仕切り直してないですけど、しっかり、普通のイニング間と比べて、多めにウォームアップして、マウンドに上がりました。
Because I went back inside in the cage, and then I kept myself moving, and then just focusing on maintaining my condition.
How's your mindset change after the team puts up 9 runs? How's his mindset change after the team puts up 9 runs?
その9点大量リードをもらって精神的には何か変化がありましたか？
しっかり点差はたくさんありましたけど、気を抜くことなくとにかく集中して、丁寧に投げるところは、しっかり高さとかコースを意識して、投げれましたし、流れを気に持っていかれないように、大胆なピッチングと丁寧なピッチングと、どちらもできたかなと思います。
Like I said, I was given a big lead, so what I was trying to do was focusing on my own pitch execution. And then also I was trying to be fine with it, precise with it, location, like a height, and then the course of the pitches.
Yoshinobu, Roki's put together 2 of the best starts of his career. As someone that he considers a mentor and friend, just how proud are you of him?
昨日、佐々木投手が、同じチームメートの佐々木投手があれだけいいピッチングできたっていうのは山本さんにとってどういう意味がありますか？
そうですね、どういう意味？僕に？
はい。チームメートとして。
最近すごくいいピッチングしてましたし、なんていうんだろう。つまりどういうことですか？
同じチームメートを日本人として、同じチームメート佐々木さんがいいピッチングを昨日できたっていうのは、
なんていうんだろう。ここまでどんどん積み上げて少しずついいピッチングしてきて、昨日ローキの中でも一番、いいピッチングだったので、すごく嬉しく思いました。
Obviously, I'm very happy, because he's been doing good in the last a few his starts, and then I know because he's been accumulating a lot of work, putting a lot of efforts, so I'm very proud of him.
You said you were working on location and like pitch mix with this outing. So was there anything that you kind of want to fine tune for your next outing, or were you kind of happy where you were at today?
今日さっきロケーションとか高さとか意識して投げたっていうことなんですけども、それは次の試合に向けてちょっと試したところがあったのか、それとも今の状態で自分満足してらっしゃるのか。
次の試合は、次の試合で考えてますけど、今日はその点差があった分、感覚的なところは、いろいろ試せたこともありましたし、とにかく次は次でまた切り替えて、練習したいと思います。
I did sort of like experimented some stuff today since I was given a lot of run support, but getting in terms of getting into the next outing, that I'm going to reset and then I take next game as a different game.
Your last 4 starts have been excellent. Were there adjustments you made to get this stretch going?
Stretch
The last 4
pitch frame.
starts that have been so good.
ここ4試合すごいいいピッチングができてるんですけど、それはやっぱその、セットポジションから投げるところの調整とか、その他いろんな調整がうまくいってたってことですか。
ですね、全体的に、すごく良くなってると思いますし、セットポジションももちろん一つですけど、全体的に、良くなってる感覚はあります。
Making like adjustment on the throwing out of a stretch is one thing, but the overall many stuff is coming all together, so it's been working out pretty good.
I think the thing that stood out most was his, keeping his focus in a plus game, team that was really aggressive, swinging. So he continued to make pitches, get soft contact, be efficient. Where sometimes you catch a big lead and pitchers start to get, losing focus and walking guys or not making pitches. And tonight he was, pitching like it was a tie ball game.
When you saw just the offense kind of take off there in that first inning, yes, it's quiet after that, but can that first inning do something just to really get the offense going since it has been a little bit of a quieter group maybe the last 2-3 days?
I think so. Shohei started with an infield hit, then the homer by Andy to answer back was big. Put to bed any type of momentum they had in the top of the first, and then after that, just the hits kept coming, just good at bats, and we went dormant after that. But I just thought it was great the way we kind of answered in that first inning and allowing us to get Freddie off of his feet for more than half the game. I thought was good, and giving Kyle a day off and get him back in there tomorrow. So a lot of positives tonight.
When the other side is making defensive mistakes, does this lineup almost see red?
Yeah, I think so. It's we always say it's you can't give good teams extra outs, and then so for us to give us extra outs, just makes us really tough to beat, and so stress is a starter, and then we got to their pen and got deep into their pen, which was good, and we become a lot more opportunistic.
Skipper, would you say that all the pistons in your machine right here is working at the way you would like right now?
I think so. I think that it's almost like from the pitching standpoint, the starters, the relievers. We have a lot of guys that know what they're supposed to do, are doing their jobs. We catch the baseball really well, and then on the offensive side, we do enough we take a lot of good at bats, and I still think that if you look up and down the lineup, there's a lot of guys that really aren't doing what they're gonna do. But I still feel that with the sum of the parts, we're still very good offensively.
What has stood out to you about Ryan Ward's at bats in this second time out in the big leagues?
It's great. He just seems very relaxed. He seems confident. His swings show that. He's playing some nice left field too. So I like that kind of youthful enthusiasm, just being happy to be there. That's refreshing, and it's nice that you lose an all-star in Teo, but you get a way to get a guy that's been in our system an opportunity, and that's fun. That's fun for everyone.
Dave, how did you like Andy's response after that drop ball in center field?
Well, it was a tough play. You know, I think it was a 1-2 fastball that Yama made a mistake, and Peraza put a good swing on it. Got a glove on it, didn't come up with it, but for him to come back in that bottom half and homer was great to see.
With Freddie, were you just getting him off his feet?
Yeah, just getting him off his feet. I mean, he's played 9 in a row, going to play tomorrow, day game after night game, so it's a chance to, get me a couple at bats too. All right, thanks, guys.
Well, first, just with Yoshinobu, obviously when you have a game like this, when the score got big early, for him just to keep battling, to be so efficient, to be able to get through 8, what does it say just to you about a pitcher and who he is?
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty big for us. Leaves our bullpen fresh for tomorrow. Sweep the series. It's kind of who he is. He wasn't getting the swing and miss that he wanted from the get-go. This is not a team that swings and misses a lot. So we kind of knew we were going to have the flexibility to get guys in and out of the box as quick as possible. And yeah, he did that. And like I said, 8 innings is never easy. And it's obviously great to see him do it once again.
He mentioned just because of the big lead, he was able to kind of work through a few things or even experiment with a few things during his outing. What did you find just in which either how he was experimenting or kind of what he was able to do due to the score?
Yeah, I think you get up big like that, and you don't want to get too cute to an extent, but you also want to like understand and see what he's capable of. Kind of throw a couple more tricks up your sleeve, you know, in a way. And for him, it's so easy because he has 8 pitches that he can throw wherever he wants. And so, yeah, obviously it's fun to work with him. And yeah, we tried a few new tricks, and we'll carry him over into his next one.
Feel like almost building into the season, like obviously you start off really well, like he's gotten better and better the last couple outings.
Yeah, I think really good pitchers, really good hitters, they get better as the season goes on, and it's a good thing, and I don't expect him to slow down anytime soon.
Obviously, a big run is a good thing or a big lead is a good thing for a pitcher, but there was a lot of time off. Just what impressed you about the way that he was able to come back and really sail from there?
Yeah, he has a good routine in the dugout in between innings. Just kind of ramp up his arm, stay ready, and during that first inning, he was throwing a lot of plyo balls, so he knew he was going to have to stay warm for as much as possible, or as long as possible. And yeah, I felt like he kind of had normal rest the rest of the game.
Dalton, you've been really good with the ABS stuff. Is there anything you do to prepare for that, or is that just kind of a natural feel that you think you have?
I wouldn't say it was natural. I kind of sucked at it in spring. So no, I would say we've tried out a new system on traject downstairs. It's helped a little bit. I think catching a little more kind of gets you more and more comfortable back there with challenging pitches. And obviously we talk about it all the time, like when's a good time, when's not. And I think Will and I are starting to get a really good idea of when to challenge and when not to.
Ahead of the game, Dave Roberts talked about how, obviously with Will Smith dealing with a sore neck, how he was able just to kind of tap your shoulder and be like, essentially you're in.
Yeah.
How different did that feel for you this year compared to last year in just regard to the confidence that you have behind the plate, stepping in when needed, and just understanding that you have the complete game plan ready?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing. It's what you want. It's my job to give Doc that opportunity to be able to do that. This year, my whole goal was make sure if there's an opportunity that I can pick a day that Will needs rest, maybe a matchup thing, make sure that I can provide just as much as he does with the bat as well as behind the plate, and that's something I'm going to obviously continue to work for. Whatever he needs, I'll be here. He knows I'll catch 7 days a week. He knows I'll catch every game that he can't go back there. So yeah, we'll see what we got tomorrow and go sweep the series.
How would you describe Yama's routine in between innings, and how involved, if at all, are you in that?
Outside of like kind of building a plan on what we're going to throw the first 3 hitters the next inning, I kind of let him do his thing. He's so in tune with his body and how he's moving, and so that I can't help with that. I don't know how everything feels on him personally. That's his body, So I kind of just let him do his thing. Outside of, like I said, we'll figure out what we're going to throw to the next 3 batters and let him be. Yep, thanks guys.
ここまで見てくれたあなた、本当にありがとう。この動画が少しでも面白かったら、コメントで意見を聞かせてください。そして高評価、シェア、チャンネル登録も忘れずに。次の動画で また一緒に野球の熱狂を味わいましょう。